Hey y'all, so we're going to start with brows, of course. Today I'm using the Benefit Brows 24-hour clear brow gel with lamination effect. Next, we're going to be using the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Palette. And we're going to get a brush, a double-ended brush with spoolie and an angle tip. We are sculpting out the bottom of our brow, and then we're going to use the remainder of the product to kind of like fill in our brows. We're going to continue our brow with carving up the top. As you can see, I started towards the end of my brow to carve out that top. I realized that when you go 2/3 into your brow, it gives it more of a realistic brow look rather than starting at the front with a harsh line. We're just going to finish up adding the product inside the brow, and now we're going to fluff it out with our spoolie to give it a more natural effect. There you have it. Now we're going to do the other brow off camera, of course, and I added a few strokes of this Juvia's Place Eye Shade Eye Sculpt pen. It gives you more hair-like strokes. Look at the difference it's made. And now I'm going to use some Juvia's Place concealer. As you can see, I love Juvia's Place. We're taking the lighter shade towards the end of the brow to give it a more highlighted look. And then we're going to use the darker shade closer to my skin tone to put it to the front. I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Girl, I'm sick and tired of your drama. Don't let me take you back to your mama. 20 missed calls, cause I'm not home. What you gonna do on the guy? Anyway, I felt them, poked them, put them on lock, seat belt them, took them out to Belgium. Welcome, bitches this pretty, that's seldom. This box better than the box he was held in. I'm on the D in the outer. I call him daddy like Louders. He like it when I get drunk, but I like it when he be sober. That's the topper. I never fuck with beginners. I let them play with my pussy, then look at out of his fingers. I'm in the zone. That's my high school. You can slide through. I tell you whenever you want, whenever you want, baby, it's yours. Everywhere. Now we're going to conceal the top of that brow with that same dark shade we used towards the front at the bottom. Then we're going to blend all of that concealer out. This is the key to having natural looking brows. You have to blow out that concealer. Otherwise, it's going to give halo eyebrow, and that is not cute. Nobody wants a harshly outlined eyebrow. So buff that baby out. Now that the eyebrows are done, we're going to go into the eyes. We're going to use that same eyeshadow palette, well, brow palette, to use as an eyeshadow. There are no rules when it comes to makeup. I'm using that lighter shade, and we're going near the brow bone, and that's going to be our first transition color. Now we're going in with our second transition color, and that's that slightly darker brown. It's a very pretty color. It reminds me of like cocoa powder. Now that that's all buffed out, we're going in with our third shade, and we're going to buff that into the crease, into the outer corner of our lid as well. Take it easy, take it slow. You follow me everywhere that I go. I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Now I went ahead off screen and put concealer on both of my eyelids to act as a primer, and we're going in with our next Juvia's Face palette. the Nubian Glow. I actually really love this palette. It has yellow and orange colors, which is super pretty. And usually yellows and oranges are pretty chalky, but Juvia's Place did an amazing job to avoid that. I'm just going in with the shimmery shades and we're putting it on the lid. I'm impressed. Just a quick tip, shimmery shades blend out very well with your finger. They actually show up on the lid a little better with your finger. I'm not exactly sure what possessed me to use a brush, but you know, it was still not bad with the brush. We're going to go back into that eyebrow shadow palette and we're going to use the darker shade on the outer corner.
He owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas, cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers. But he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings, bricks in a condo and grams to sing. Left arm, baby mother tatted. 5-year been up north when they landed. Anyway,
I decided to go back and add a little more of that shimmery shadow to kind of clean up the brown a little bit, make sure the shimmer stands out. Then I went in with the brightest shimmer shade and put it into my inner tear duct.
Take it easy, take it slow. You follow me everywhere that I go. I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Girl, I'm sick and tired of your drama. Don't let me take you back to your mama. 20 missed calls cause I'm not home. What you gonna do on the guy?
anyway, I felt them, helped them, put them on lock, seat belt them, took them out to Belgium, welcome. Bitches this pretty, that's seldom. This box better than the box he was held in. I'm on the D in the outer. I call him daddy like louders. He like it when I get drunk, but I like it when he be sober. That's top of the top, but I never fuck with beginners. I let him play with my pussy, then look at out of his fingers.
I decided instead of using a heavy black eyeliner that I would just use this palette again, the darkest shade. Okay, next is my favorite part, adding on the lashes. So I'm going to start off with a few coats of mascara, add it onto my own lashes, which I don't have much of. And then we're going to use our duo lash glue as an eyeliner. This is the method I found that works best for me and add on your lashes. If you cannot put on your lashes the traditional way, like me, try this way. You will be so thankful that this hack went viral.
He owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas, cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers. But he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings, bricks in a condo and grams to sing. Left arm, baby mother tatted. 5-year been up north when they landed. Anyway,
don't forget to squeeze those lashes together because sometimes you can see the separation between your own lashes and the falsies. Doing this will help blend that out a bit. Look at that. Now let's take care of that base. I'm just showing you my Juvia's Place concealers and foundations. I wear the foundations thick in Catsina, and we're going to apply that all over the face.
Take it easy, take it slow. You follow me everywhere that I go. I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Girl, I'm sick and tired of your drama. Don't let me take you back to your mama. 20 missed calls cause I'm not home. What you gonna do on the guy?
I sprayed my face with setting spray and blended that all out, and now it's time for the concealer. So I'm using the darker shade first, and I'm just adding a few strokes under my eye. Then I'm going to go in with the lighter shade and add that in between.
I know you want it, so I see you try it. Just keep on pushing, won't let you fight it. Let's go, let's stay high too. Me and my groove, we can get slide through. Give it to you whenever you want, want it whenever you want. Baby, it is yours. Anywhere, everywhere, baby, it's your world.
I gave you the keys to my soul.
He said he came from Jamaica, he owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas, cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers, but he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was
Okay, now let's sculpt that face. I'm using the darkest shade that I have. I will enter whatever that shade is down below in the description box, and I'm just putting it at my forehead and where my cheekbones are to kind of give myself a more chiseled look. Now I'm going to set the concealer with my Laura Mercier translucent shade setting powder.
I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Girl, I'm sick and tired of your drama. Don't let me take you back to your mama. 20 missed calls cause I'm not home. What you gonna do on the guy?
Anyway, I felt them, helped them, put them on lock, seat belt them, took them out to Belgium, welcome. Bitches this pretty, that's seldom. This box better than the box he was held in. I'm on the D in that outer. I call him Tabby like louders. He like it when I get drunk, but I like it when he be sober. That's top of the top, but I never fuck with beginners. I let him play with my pussy, then look at out with his fingers. I'm in the zone. Let's stay high too. Me and my groove, we can slide through. Give it to you whenever you want, whenever you want. Baby, it is yours. Anywhere, everywhere, baby, it's your world.
Now I'm going to set the contour and add blush using my Juvia's Place The Hair and Blush Volume 1 palette. I love this palette. I am using the darkest shade right now to set my contour. And then I'm going to go in with the Zane Pinky shade as a blush.
I know you want
I added a little bit, not too much, of that highlighter shade, Lila. I didn't want to go with such a glowy look, just like a subtle shimmery look.
He owned a couple acres, a couple fake visas, cause he never got his papers. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers. But he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings, bricks in a condo and grams to sing. Left arm, baby mother tatted. 5 year been up north when they read it. Anyway, I
Now I'm going in with my LA Girl. Actually, it's an eyeliner pencil, but I used it for lips today, in the shade brown. And then I'm going to add my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie.
Take it easy, take it slow. You follow me everywhere that I go. I gave you the keys to my soul, and you still don't believe, baby, I know. Girl, I'm sick and tired of your drama. Don't let me take you back.
All that's left to do is to set your face with a setting spray, and you're good to go. Thanks so much for watching.